intelligence and soft computing. In the last lecture, we have discussed regarding to artificial intelligence, then different components, that is nothing but agent and environment of artificial intelligence. In the last lecture, we have discussed regarding to agent. Agent is, as we have discussed, is nothing but it is anything in the world which can sense the environment through its sensors, get a percept back and relate these percepts along with the database, so that the database can generate some set of rules which will be provided to effectors, and effectors will work on the environment or take appropriate action on the environment to get its work done. So the agent is nothing different, but it is one of the program which can activate a sensor, sense the environment, get a percept back and relate these percepts along with the database, so that the database can generate some rules which will be provided to effectors, and effectors will take action, appropriate action on the environment, so that work will be accomplished. So as definition says, agent is anything in the world which can sense the environment through the sensors and acting upon it through effectors. So agent can take a different formats, or we can say there are different forms of agent. The first form is nothing but a simple reflex agent. So what this simple reflex agent does? So simple reflex agent is a type of agent which, as per rest of the agent, or as this is one of the type of agent program, so it sense the environment, get a percept back. As it gets a percept back, it will generate a thinking process. What is the world present at this moment, or how the world look like at this particular moment? After thinking on this, it will think what action I should do now so that I can deal along with the current scenario. So at the same time, it will get some input from the database, that is nothing but a different condition action rules, and these condition action rules are nothing but the rules which are provided by us or feeded by us, and according to it, it will take action on the environment so that the expected work can be accomplished. So this is nothing but a simple reflex agent. So as a description mentions, it shows how the condition action rules allows the agent to make a connection from percept to action. So second thing is nothing but the rectangles as shown in the diagram are used to denote the current internal state of the agent, and decision processes, and oval to represent the background information. So this is all regarding to a simple reflex agent, which is the first type of agent program. A second type of agent program is nothing but a model based agent. A model based agent is nothing but a type of agent which sense the environment, get a percept back, relate these percepts along with its database, and at the same time it will generate a thinking process, what the world is like now, how the world is present at this moment. At the same time, it will think on the current state, the state in which the world is present or the environment is present, and how the environment will evolve after that particular moment. At this moment, I am sensing something, or I am sensing the environment, but after some time it may change. So it is thinking on how the world will evolve after that particular moment, and after that, when the world will evolve in that particular manner, what my action will do. Okay. Then after this, it will think on what action I should do now so that I can deal along with the current changing world. So at the same time, it is getting an input as per my simple reflex agent program also. So it is getting a condition action rule, and it will select appropriate action by thinking the current scenario as well as evolving scenario, and it will generate some rules to the effectors, and it will work on the environment so that get its work done. So this is a model based agent. So in a description, we can say a simple reflex agent will work only if the correct decision can be made on the basis of current percept. In a model based agent, the program agent need to maintain some internal state information in order to distinguish between the world current state and its evolving states. Okay, so simple reflex agent is taking into account only the current state, but this model based agent is also taking into consideration the current state as well as the next evolving state. The next thing is updating this internal state information requires two kind of knowledge. Okay, the first is how the world evolve, and second is how the agent's own action affect the world. Okay, so these two things are in this particular model based agent is taking into consideration the current scenario, the evolving scenario, and what its action will do. Okay, so this is regarding to a model based agent program. The next type of agent program is nothing but a goal based agent program. So as the name suggests, this program is basically interested on achieving a certain goals. It focuses mainly on whatever the goal to be achieved. So this agent sense the environment, get a percept back, relate these percepts along with the database. At the same time, it is thinking what the world is present at this moment, means current scenario of the world. At the same time, it is taking into consideration the state of the world or state of the environment, how the world evolve, and what my action will do. Okay, but it is not enough as per my previous agent program, but it is also thinking if I'll do action A, then what will be its output. If I'll do action B, then what will be its output, means it is thinking on the different action scenarios and its outputs. And then next it is going for the next scenario, that is nothing but what action I should do now, and this is also having a goal information. So this is all about goal based agent. So next type of agent is nothing but a utility based agent program. So utility based agent program is little bit different than the rest of the previous agent programs. So in a previous agent program we have seen we are interested only to achieve a certain output, but this type of program which is interested in the different utilities. So this type of agent is interested in achieving something more than achieving only a goal. So we'll see how this particular agent program works. So this program will sense the environment, get a percept back. Okay, at the same time it will activate a thinking process, which is nothing but what the world is like now. At the same time it is thinking on the state, it is thinking on how the world evolve, and it is next thinking on what it will be if I'll do action A, which we are doing in a previous agent type on also, and it is thinking on what my action will do. The next it is thinking on, which is nothing but a different thing which is added in this agent program, that is nothing but how happy I will be while performing that particular action. It is not only interested for achieving a certain goal, but it is also interested in how happy I'll be, means it is interested in a happiness while achieving that particular goal. And happiness can be achieved according to a different utilities. These utilities may be different. Okay, someone will say that the speed is my utility, someone will say that the safety is my utility, someone will say that the comfort is my utility. So this agent is thinking on these particular utilities, and then while taking certain action, it will think on these particular utilities, and then it will generate some actions so that the action can be performed in the environment and the output can be generated. So this is regarding to a utility based agent. So best example of utility based agent is a traveling car should take into consideration the utilities such as a tire, fuel, maintenance, and all these things. So these are all the types or basic types of agent program. So this is regarding to a general introduction regarding to a agent program.